Greetings everyone, my name is Erupter, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During this live stream, I'll be covering the level packs slash quote-unquote fan game Mega Man Unknown 6, developed by Dave the Loser. I played 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it's had somewhat of a rocky development. Like most of them, this has 8 ARM stages and 1 intro stage. It's not really a fan game, it's more like a series of levels or a pack of them. 2 and 3 were bleh, 4 was better than the former 2, 5 was a regression. Let's see how this compares with the former. This is also probably going to be taking about 30 minutes or so after it's done, I'll cover some other levels. Also, FYI, this level pack is designed for an average skilled to lesser skilled audience. It's not really gonna contain that many hard levels. So with that out of the way, let's start out with the intro stage, with 13 plays and a score of 3. Welcome to stream Pixel Boy, YouTube, Jedok, Cyan, Jab, and everyone else. Unknown 7 is already out, by the way. And wow, this was louder than I expected. Hang on. Unknown 7 is developed, it's notably harder than this one, 8 is under construction. So we have Cutman. While playing this level pack, I'm also using the Super Mega Man Maker mod by Radwin Fuad and Lozov. That was the intro stage, just mostly moving to the right. Probably should have been more variation in the terrain, so it isn't so easy. Some ladders, some slide paths. Anyways, here's our selection of Roadmasters. Cooler Man, Volcano Man, Orbit Man, Nature Man, Coil Man, Tunnel Man, Blow Man, and Hook Man. They asked me to start out with Orbit Man, with 11 plays and a score of 2. You may select who I should go after next. So a space stage, makes sense. We didn't need a Shishi for that. That was just the minimal level of a challenge. There should have been one mechanic or gimmick and more types of enemies. See Unknown 4. AKA more should be done with the low gravity. Nanny Yoshishi's placement though, I'm a lot more okay with. When introducing enemies and new mechanics, specifically in ARM stages, you should introduce them in controlled environments. Not necessarily safe, but controlled. So players can get acclimated to them. Whoa. Not like that. Apparently we also started out with the charge kick and hard knuckle. Hi Rosson. That's it. I know it's supposed to be easier, but this stage should have been twice as long so it actually explored the space mechanics more and its enemies and any other mechanics. This is simply too short. It's marginally better than 5 however because it actually has some challenge at the end. Otherwise, this stage is simply bleh. Hey Eduardo. Well, someone asked for Cooler Man, so that's how we were going after next. 63 plays, score 15. Well, space, they both have low gravity. XC. Are you talking about Mega Man X editor, Ruslan? Once again, stage was too short. I didn't even think that the demo was out. Well, I already tried XC in the past, but... Excuse me. Thank you, Nitro Man. I know you want to be the next update, but please don't honk outside. Nope, that was a motorcycle outside. Please don't use all caps, YouTube. We get the point without it. There was already a birthday party going outside. And that wasn't even as loud as this. Again, with the lack of gimmicks, enough mechanics. And now we're inside. Too short, not enough mechanics. We could have had things like Cossack blocks, more iced over platforms, ice blocks, but no. I understand making the levels simpler, making the levels easier, but there's a point where it becomes just nothing of interest, or barely anything of interest. Like almost everything feels like it could be the intro stage. If you told me to distinguish the 3 stages, the intro with the two arm stages that just went through, I'd probably have a hard time distinguishing which is which. Essentially the same problems as 5, but slightly better as there is some challenge. At this point... okay, I'm just gonna randomly pick now then. Tunnel Man, 5 plays, score of 1. I'll just give a few line quips for each stage and give my overall thoughts at the end. You're probably gonna hear the same criticisms over and over, so I'll just sum it up. Also, we can't pick up E&M tanks here. There's no intermission. For shame. Also, that should have been an E. That should be an E tank. Too easy to get otherwise. Like this. Make that also an E tank. Tight tunneling. Suddenly bright. Dude, that would have been a good start for the stage. Now we're jumping off the cliff. Yeah, hopefully we'll get out W tanks. See, the start was fine, the best in the level pack, but then it dropped the ball or dropped off the cliff. It was actually using roller drills in somewhat interesting configurations. I mean with purpose combined with the tight corridors. The rooms didn't feel empty is what I'm saying. Yet again, too short, should have been twice. That was strange. Sometimes I can't get up here. Okay then. Will this be used with the rolling drill gimmick in combination? Nope, we're now using... Now this has the opposite problem, we don't need this many gimmicks. In rapid succession. Hey Jaden. And now it's over. We simply abandoned the rolling drill gimmick. We could have had interesting uses of it with the jar blocks, even the doors, but nope, abandoned. I didn't think it'd be weak to ice. They're marginally better than U5. Still not as good as U4. Nature Man is up next. 7 and 0. Perfect freeze, Ruslan. And by defeating Tunnel Man, I got the Jewel Satellite. Longer and more interesting. Dave did mention that it is more difficult. We don't really need those extra pickups. I mean, we have a Yoshishi here. Well, unless it was a Wily challenge, in which case I understand. Bye. No gimmicks in this stage, or platform mechanics, simply enemies. And even if it was an enemy-based stage, there are not enough of them. Again, a whole lot of more than nothing, really. Well, nothing. Apply the same criticisms of the previous stages to this one. Too short. In this case, no mechanics. No climax. And the rooms were too empty. Tunnel Man's the best so far, at least the first part of it. The first third. The first half of the first half. That though, that was more my fault. Perhaps in the future after the Mega Man killers. This one, Jewel Satellite, for Mega Man 9. Also for Mega Man 9. Shield that deflects shots back at enemies. Bye. Let's go after Coil Man next. 7th place, score of 2. Oh, their rapid fire spread? That's the perfect freeze. This thing. Hold it down, fire spread projectiles. It provides a wide spread and it freezes certain obstacles too, like the fire bars. It's not the most powerful weapon, especially when they kill enemies fast, but it has a bit of sustain, a nice amount of sustain. Certainly a cool weapon to use. We'll see about that jab. I'll respond to your message in a moment, Vic. Yep, it originates from Megamari, or Toho. Okay, here's something interesting, somewhat. Bounce house. Add the bounce blocks here, or punch blocks, and it'd be even more fun. Oh look, we had somewhat of a climax, but only 2 rooms. Sheesh, the second half held some potential, similar to the first quarter of Tunnel Man. Spring? You lost your arm. Springman EXE has encountered a problem. I broke his AI too, he stopped attacking. Nope, they aren't Jaden. They watch my videos, however. Well, that was the most fun part of this level pack so far. He just gave up. Volcano Man, 12 plays, score -1. Alright, to respond to your message, Vic... Yeah... I kind of wish... I don't mind shorter stages, I wish they they go for a certain team or point. Well, that's one way of introducing them. I'm fine with that. I probably would just put them behind a block so you don't get killed by them by accident. Please put some enemies here. Or a gimmick. Even here, this is strangely absent. I know, I'm sounding like a broken record. Apply the same criticism of the previous stage to this one. In fact, I'll just be silent for most of this now. Ah, yes. We've fallen into the berry juice. Or watermelon juice. Yeah, it's really jello, don't worry. Oh no. This wasn't jello after all. It was acid. And my punishment is death. Well, not really, until I get out. Well, that could have been interesting if we had a way to turn back off that. I didn't realize that the jello reacted violently with acid. Or whatever those purple goops are. The Volcano Man in Roku-chan was better. Well, it is called Mega Man Unknown. Sure, Jaden. Much more to talk about there. Oh yeah, there's something I wanted to point out before I forget. The Nintendo Community Fan Games Convention 2020 has been announced. Let's see, blow or hook? Next up is Hookman, 15 plays, score 6. Honestly, pretty much almost all the levels in the most popular queue are better than this. The music remixes provided by this mod are cool though. I remember that episode, Jedok. Not the Sonic fan games, however. All the other things I critiqued about this, I don't think I'll bother to critique them tanks. Fierce Autobots had the same issue. I only remember the memes, to be honest. Outside that, the show is pretty unremarkable. What happened? You can leave in that message next time, Jaden. That's why I'll almost never... That's why I'm hesitant in covering Nintendo fan games. I'll move out of that realm, but it always makes me a bit eh. Nintendo took down more stuff than Sega did. But yeah, I'm still miffed about that. Also, a single F-bomb won't get you... You can keep in single F-bombs, Jaden. I'm not gonna be that restrictive. Still falls under PG-13. Not abolished, but reduced in length. Frankly, the 70 or 80 years is way too excessive. 25 years seems fair enough to me. 20 to 25. Wait a minute. Oh, I can't. I was gonna try dumping off the pirate ship. That I would disagree with Ruslan. Companies should have access to their IPs for at least some period of time. Not a crazy amount of nearly a century, but 2 decades at the very least. Last but not least is Blow Man, with 8 plays and a score of 4. Blame Wily as he usually does. He pulled off the similar trick in Mega Man 4. At least don't directly call it them. Rayman Redemption is still up for some reason, and that's literally a Rayman 1 remake. Also depends on the company. Sega seems to be pretty lax in terms of remakes and pseudo-sequels. See several Sonic fan games. We already have at least 5 or 6 remakes since age 2020. I guess we'll agree to disagree. Oh look, this extended further than usual. We had one more corridor. And I'm dead. You know, this stage felt the closest to being long enough, despite neglecting to have a good climax. Or decent anyways. I'm gonna try defeating him the fun way, if it's all possible. Nope. There we go. Thanks for cooperating there, Windman. Thus ends this level pack. Marginally better than 5 because it poses a marginal increase in terms of challenge, but the same problems still apply. The levels are too short, they should be at least twice as long, there are not enough enemies and mechanics, too many of the rooms are empty and don't really serve a purpose, and they lack climaxes. The boss rooms have gotten slightly better, but that's all praise about this. That's why my two favorite parts of this were the first quarter of Tunnel Man, because we actually had the gimmick of the rolling drills and it was tight corridors, so there wasn't wasted space. And part of either Cooler or Volcano Man, and the second part and the last quarter of Coil Man, due to the bouncy room, that was also neat. But they need to be expanded upon, because most of the stage didn't focus on them. With Tunnel Man, we dropped the rolling drill gimmick after the first half, and for Coil Man, we only had the springs for one room. Honestly, we've had the same criticism for 2, 3, 4 to a slightly lesser extent, 5 and now 6. I'm concerned how 7 will turn out. Honestly, what I suggest doing is take a look at Rajol's level packs, Rajol 2's level packs, and Genox 74's level packs. They're a good standard for what you should model your levels off of, because right now, all these are rather forgettable and simply exist at best. They're not really an improvement over each other, just more of the same. Or Diamond Wolf. Or many of the other level packs that cover like Heavy Elites. You want to have each levels have somewhat of a distinct identity that focuses on a team, instead of weaponry, and or gimmicks or enemies. These don't really do so. So yeah, thoroughly not recommending. Okay, let's start to cover some levels from... Feel free to submit some levels in. I wanted to save Radwin Faw's level for next week, so... Let me see if I have something on here. Oh boy. Let's do this. Tornado Climbing by Fantomp. 13 plays, score -3. This level was submitted actually a year ago, and it's kind of a Kaizo level. And it's been on my level queue for long enough. Feels strange to hear the ending theme. Oh no. Actually, that wasn't too bad. Lag. That isn't too much of a tight fit because I can align myself with the block. See? Aligned. Alright, this is fun than pretty much all the other levels because this actually has a sense and purpose of what it's actually trying to be. Oh. Hey, Burner Boy. How am I gonna do this? This is the Kaizo part. Never mind. As long as I despawn the bottom, I can fire another one. See, now it's a lot easier. Almost there. Not quite high enough. Too high. Too far. That's why I have to be really careful about this. That one is a bit on the edge. That's why I have to spawn a bit to the right. Not... See... Okay, I can manually decrease my height there. This is in Wasalon. They know exactly what audience they're going for. See? Wrong direction. It is, but checkpoint placement is pretty dense. But isn't too bad. The boss battle was easier than the last part of the stage, and had a pretty gradual difficulty curve. Albeit, I wish it was a bit more steady and there were a few more screens between, but this wasn't actually as bad as I thought it'd be. It was marketed to me as being a Kaizo stage, but only at the end, and at best, it's Diet Kaizo. All in all, that was more interesting than all the other stages I played. Next up is Flying High and Hitting Rock Bottom by Battery 87 with 5 plays and a score tree. This level is submitted by Pixel Boy. Got it? Oh boy, is this going to be a glitch level? When I call that Kaizo, I mean something really amusing, challenge stage and Kaizo interchangeably. Kaizo levels usually focus on usually speed running, or more often than not, precision, like in the case of that stage. Kaizo, well, the way I use it is the stage that focuses heavily on difficulty or challenging situations, usually spikes in precision. I know there is a bug involving this, but I'm not sure how to pull it off. Like, you could rocket yourself upwards. What? Okay. I got it. That was a glitch I was talking about. It expects me to know how to use it. See? I accidentally activated this bug a few streams ago, so that's how I knew to pull this off. Essentially, if you position two boss doors with a similar direction next to each other and drop into them in a certain way, you can end up just getting rocketed upwards or downwards, or left or right. I don't know exactly how to pull it off, but apparently worked that time. It may or may break in the future, however, if you're watching this episode. Next up is DNN-032 Meal Man by Jack74 with 44 plays and a score of 11. This will be the last level I'll cover during the stream, then I'll end it. Tomorrow I'll be covering 2 or 3 Mega Man Fangame demos, then at least one Stage 2020 demo. Let's give Base more time. Nah, that makes the stages too easy. It's Blues time. Look at the hot dog buns there. And the walking ovens. See you tomorrow, Aslan. Huh? Oh yeah, I need that. Never mind. Of course there'd be insects scurrying around. What is this? The waste fryer? The toxic oil? Oof, fell off. I suppose by diluting it. It's not so much purifying as much as diluting it. Okay, that was a teaser for this. I was wondering why that was so easy. This is the main course. Time for turds? Seconds? The hot dog really should be placed a bit further to the left so I don't just stand on top of it there. Stand right in front of it. By the way, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to either my YouTube or Twitch, please do so. As well as follow me on Twitter and join my Discord server, as I regularly post updates there. For instance, when the next stream is going to happen. Nice to see pure water for once. Spike drop time. Pretty short one, all things considered. Considering how in this engine you can't slow down the transitions. Look at all the condiments up there. Water, ketchup, mustard, more water, more ketchup. Of all the bosses, it had to be Stone Man. I guess he's the biggest, and he's the biggest eater. And that's about it. Favorite level of the stream was of course this stage. Not that it had that much to compete with. And that ends the stream. Tomorrow morning, let's see. Let's try the demo of Mega Man Supercharged, maybe. Then Mega Man Beyond, because they reworked some of the levels and added a new one. Then X Innocent Impulse. Then Prototype N. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day or evening. See ya.